Factors, multiples and primes. This video I am starting from question 8b. Last video we have completed question 8, right? So our question is, when a square number is written as a product of prime numbers, what can you say about the factors? Question 8b, we can say, in the prime factorization of a square number, each prime factor occurs an even. How? Look, suppose 36. This one, if we make prime factorization, we can write like 36 can be divided by 2. Here is a 18 divided by 2. Here is a 9 divided by 3. Here is a 3. So look, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So the prime factor occurs an even. This 2 and 2 is an even. This 3 and 3 is an even, right? So number 8b has done. Number 8c. Same thing almost in here. 17, we can write this one in here. 176400 equals to 2 to the power 4 times 3 square times 5 square times 7 square, right? Use the fact to show 176400 is a square number. Yes, it's a square number. If we see 8b, here is mentioned each prime factor occurs an even. Here 2, 3, 5, 7 are prime number, and look, 2 to the power 4, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square, it's mentioned that this is a even number. So we can say, we can write like, since all the exponents are even, group them into pairs. Look, all the exponent here is a 4, 2, 2 and 2, all are even. So we can say 176400 is a square number, right? So number 8c done. Question 9. This is very important. Look, 315 equals to 3 square times 5 times 7. 252 equals to 2 square times 3 square times 7, and 600 equals to 660 equals to 2 square times 3 times 5 times 11. Use this fact to find the highest common factor. Highest common factor means HCF, right? Of 315 and 252. So we have to find out HCF of 315 and 252. So first we have to make this one is a product of prime factorization, like 315 already has given. Here is a 3 square times 5 times 7, and here is a 252, and here we should write what? 352, 252, it's a 2 square times 3 square times 7. Now look, which one is the most common or highest common factor? Here is a 3 square, here is also a 3 square, here is a 7, here is a 7. So we can write, so we can write this one is a 315 252 HCF equals to 3 square times 7. It means 3 square means 9 times 7, it's a 63, right? So number A done. Number B of 9. 315 already given, which is 3 square times 5 times 7, and here is a 660, and this one is a 2 square times 3 times 5 times 11. Now look, which one is the most common? Most common is, here is a 3 square and here is a 3, so we should take common 3. So we can write HCF of 315660. First, here is a common thing is a 3 times also common 5. So we take common 5. So the answer will be 15, right? So number B done. Now number C. Number C of 9. Here is a HCF of 252 and 660. We have to find out 252. We can write like 2 square times 3 square times 7, and 660. This one is a 2 square times 3 times 5 times 11, right? So what will be the HCF of 252 and 660? HCF 252 660. So first we have to find out the common factor. So here is a 2 square, here is also 2 square. We can write 2 square times, here is a 3 square and here is a 3, so 3 is a common. So this is up to, so 2 square means 4 and 3, the result will be 12. Okay, so number A result is 63, number B result is 15, and number C result is 12. So number 9 done. Question 10. Question 10, here is a 60, 2 square times 3 times 3, 5, 72 also mentioned, product of prime factorization 75 also. Use this fact to find out the lowest common multiple. It means LCM we have to find out. So 60 can be write 2 square times 3 times 5, and 72 we can write 2 cube times 3 square. Now LCM 60 and 72, right? So what will be the common thing? Here is a 2 square and here is a 2 cube. Least common, lowest common multiple. It means here is a 2 cube we should keep. Here is a 3 square and here is a 5. So here is a 2 times 2, 2 times 2, it means 2 cube, it will be 8. Here is a 9, here is a 5. 8 times 5 is a 40 times 9, the result is 360. We are trying to solve this one without calculator. Number A done. In HCF we have to find out the highest common factor, but here is the lowest common factor. Okay, so number 10A done. 10B, again here is a 60. 60 will be 2 square times 3 times 5. 75 already given, which is 3 times 5 square. Now LCM 60 75. Look, here is a 2 square, but here is nothing in 75, so we should take this one 75 times, here is a 3, here is also 3, we can take this one. Here is a 5 and here is a 5 square, so we should take 5 square. So here is a 4 times 3 times 25, right? Now 25 times 4 is a 100 times 3, the result is 300. Okay, very simple. Now we will start number C of question 9. 9 or 10, it's a 10. Now C, 10C, 72. 72 we can write 2 cube times 3 square, right? And then 75, it will be 3 times 5 square. Now we will take, it's a LCM 72 75. So here is a 2 cube we should take. Here is the highest part, so 3 square, and here is a 25, it means 5 square. So we can write this one like 2 cube, it's a 8 times 3 square means 9, 5 square means 25, right? So look, 8 times 25 is a 200 times 9, it's a 800. This is our result. So number 10 done. This video we also try to solve more math, number 11 and number 12. So this video maybe will become bigger. Number 11A, write 104 as a product of its prime factors. 104. So first we have to divide this one, the lowest prime number, which is 2. So 104 divide 2, it's a 52. Then divide 2, it will be 26. divide 2, it's a 13. So the product of prime factor is 2 to the power 3 times 13, right? Very simple. Next, 130, number B of 11, as a product of its prime factor. Same thing, we can write like 130 can be divided by 2, so it will be 65. Then divided by 3 is not possible, 5, so here is a 13, right? So this case the answer will be what? 2 times 5 times 13. Number C, find HCF of 104 and 130. HCF 104 and 130. Look, which one is the highest common factor? Here is a 13, 13. This is a 2. 2 to the power 3 also have 2. So we can take 2 and 13 only. The result is 26. Right? How about number D? Number D, find the LCM of 104 and 130. So LCM 104, 130. So we already find out the prime factorization or prime factor of 104 and 130. So from here, here is a 2 cube. We take this one times here is a 13. Also we take this one, and also this 5 we can take. So here is a 8 times 13 times 5. 8 times 5 is a 40 times 13. So it means the result is 520. It means 520. Very simple way we are trying to solve this one. So number 11 done. Number 12, now we will start. Number 12a. Write 135 as a product of a prime factor same as 11. So first 135 equals to 135 we can divide by 3. How? Because 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is a 9. 9 can be divisible by 3, so 135 also divisible by 3. So here is a 4 and 5. Then we can divide this one by 3, it will be 15. Now also divided by 3, so here is a 5. So we can write this one as a 3 cube times 5, right? Next, here is a 180. It's a number B. 180, let's try 180. It's a 2, then 90, then 2, it's a 45, then 3, it's a 15, then 3, it's a 5. So we can write this one 2 square times 3 square times 5. Okay, very simple. What next? Next, number C. HCF. HCF of 135 and 180. So which one is the highest common? Like here is a 3 square and here is a 3 cube, so we can take 3 square. It's a common, highest common, and also take we can 5. So 3 square means 9 times 5, the result will be 45. Number D, LCM of 135, 180. So first we have to find out the least common factor. It means it's a 3 cube and here is a 3 square, so we should take 3 cube times. Here is a 2 square, we take, then 5 and 5 we take. So we can write 3 cube means 27 times 2 square means 4 times 5. It means 27 times 4 times 5 is a 20. So 2 times 27 is a 54. It means 0. 540 is our required answer. So after this, we have completed 12 math of exercise 1.1 and we are following Cambridge Cambridge workbook. It's a workbook 8. Okay, so next video will come very soon. Please be patient and complete your homework, because 1 to 12 you have to write in your fresh copy. Okay, so no more today. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel. I believe you will get lots of things from this channel. Thank you.